Okay, we've got less than a week until the big fat man comes down the chimney. I've given a few videos with advice of what to wear, men's buying guide. It just would not be proper if I did not tell you what to get for those ladies in your life. Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I'm your host, Cam. Make sure that you're subscribed, activate that notifications bell, and follow us on Instagram at cam.byrd. I've had a few of you guys reaching out to me in the comments, DMing me and all that. It's like, bro, how about a women's list? What do I get my girlfriend? What do I get my wife? Etc., etc., etc. So let's just go ahead and get at least 5 knocked out that I have smelled myself, either on a girlfriend or even my ex-wife. These are all fragrances that I absolutely find extremely sexy, some signature scent worthy, whatever. Let's just get to it. I'm gonna do something a little bit out of the norm. I don't actually have the bottles on me, but these are all fragrances that I am very familiar with. I started to do some other ones that I like, that I've smelled, but these are ones that I've actually smelled on a girlfriend or whatever the case may have been. These are all stellar fragrances. Let's get to the first one. Okay, the first one is from Juicy Couture. It is Viva La Juicy Gold. Now I have smelled, I know there's a lot of variations and I've probably smelled all of them. The gold happens to be my favorite. It's actually perfect for wintertime. It's sexy. It's borderline gourmandish. It opens up a little bit zesty. It's creamy. It's just really, really, really super sexy. And I've probably dated like 3 girls that have wore this fragrance, so it is super, super sexy. When I smell it on somebody, it just triggers my brain. This is an inexpensive gem that women like to wear and men love to smell. You can pick this one up starting at around 30 bucks at fragrance.net. They also have a 37% discount going on right now. I will also leave a little something down here with that code when that 37% is not active, but we are talking about Christmas, so time is of the essence, guys. When I think of Viva La Juicy, probably one word comes to mind: edible. That's just what I get. It's just one of those crave type perfumes. As far as what I like to smell on a woman, let's go over the notes. The notes for Viva La Juicy Gold are wild berries, gardenia, muguet, vanilla orchid, honeysuckle, jasmine, melted caramel, vanilla cream, praline, and sandalwood. Now this one does open up a little zesty, a little fresh and fruity, but when you have like a backbone of vanilla and praline, that's where you get that edible. These do perform very well, so I'd say it's signature scent, date night, whatever. I mean, for 30 bucks, it's an inexpensive gem, no doubt. Coming in at number 4, absolutely just makes my head spin. I have no idea if this fragrance is still popular amongst the ranks of the ladies. I haven't smelled it on a lady, I don't know, maybe in a year, year and a half, 2 years even maybe. But it is Millia Alien for women, the ADP. Sexy, sexy, sexy fragrance. It is just wow. When you smell that one in the air and there's other ladies around, it's like the rest of those scents just kind of just part like the Red Sea, and it just is front and forward. I love this fragrance. It is just as sexy as anything. Now, if you're gauging it off of the Alien for Men, I did not care for that release. I know some of you like the original one, and I haven't even bothered smelling the new one. So please do not gauge this women's release off of the men if you feel the same way about the Alien for Men. That was a weak release. Alien for Women, sexy release. Alien for Women is a crowd pleaser. It's long lasting. Like I said, it is front and center stage when it's in a mixed crowd. It is just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Extremely sexy. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Alien for Women are jasmine, cashmere wood, and white amber. Like I said, this is a very long lasting fragrance. It's warm and inviting. It's sexy, very, very sensual, but yet it is slightly refined. I mean, it is appropriate for just about any ages. Like, even as sexy as this is, you know, I guess it just depends on how old your mom is. I'm not saying you're like old or whatever, but if your mom is vibrant and, you know, just perky or whatever, this would even be appropriate for a more mature or older woman, but yet still sexy and flirty enough to get it for your sister, your girlfriend, if, you know, she's in her 20s or whatever. Super sexy release. And this one can be purchased between $35 to $75, just depending on where you're looking. I did that price rating off of fragrance.net based off of like 1 ounce and up. Coming in at number 3 is from Prada. It is Candy. Candy is, wow, it's exactly what it says in the title. It's edible. Candy is obviously going to be sweet. It's creamy. It's got like a creamy vanilla in it. It has slightly kind of a powdery dry down on it. Like I said, this is a more recent one that I've smelled. There was, well, it's a lady that I go out with from time to time, and she wears this fragrance, and yeah, it definitely affects me up here, anywhere you could possibly imagine. What I like about Candy and actually all these choices is they're super feminine. I mean, I don't mind unisex fragrances. Some unisex fragrances smell absolutely amazing on women, and I've even smelled a couple of men's fragrances on women that smell fantastic. Just depends on, you know, their DNA, their attitude. This, though, Candy is for that dainty, sweet little butterfly lady or younger girl. It does have a youthful vibe, but it can easily be worn, let's say maybe 35 to 40. I don't really see, you know, anybody much older than that wearing this. Not saying they can't, but that's just the type of vibe that I get off of it. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Candy are musk, benzoin, and caramel. So 2 words, musk and caramel. You know what the musk does, and then you sweeten it with caramel. Need I say more? Prada Candy can be picked up for around 45 bucks. They have gift sets that have like lotion. You can also get it with the Prada Kiss as a dual thing. Kiss is also another one that's really good. I haven't smelled it, but maybe like 2 different times. I smelled it in a department store, and then I actually was in Walmart one evening, and there was a lady employee that walked by me, and she smelled amazing. I was like, yo, what are you wearing? And she was like, Kiss. So yeah, it smells really good in the air. I don't know enough about Kiss to really recommend it, other than the fact that it pulled a compliment from me. So maybe getting the gift set with Candy and Kiss in there might be the best bet. Coming in at number 2 is probably a staple in just about any ladies collection. If it's not, you guys need to help your girls out with this one, because Carolina Herrera Good Girl is like one of the most mind-boggling perfumes I've ever smelled. I know it's been around for a while. You know, it's the one that looks like the high heel. Sexy AF. I mean, it is just wow. I still love smelling this fragrance. It is borderlining kind of gourmandish a little bit, but it's also sexy, sophisticated. It is just everything that I love about a perfume. This one actually can be pulled off maybe by a little bit more mature woman, but also still very versatile enough for a younger female to wear it. Super, super sexy, signature scent worthy. I am a sucker for gourmand fragrances or gourmand-ish fragrances. This one doesn't go full gourmand, but it definitely has some gourmandish notes in the backbone that gives it that depth that I love in a woman's perfume. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Good Girl are cacao, tonka, almond, coffee, and tuberose. Now, when it comes to pricing for Good Girl, you're gonna see a broad spectrum of prices. I recommend just going to somewhere like fragrance.net, a discounter. I know we are talking last minute. This one does retail a little bit more. I have seen it as much as like $125, but on fragrance.net, they do have the smaller bottles that you can get starting out around 45 bucks. I think the bigger bottles get up around 80, 85, but it's definitely worth the coin. Even if it was like a late present, this one would be well worth it. Good Girl is a thick and rich fragrance. It is definitely super, super sexy. When I smell it, I mean, like my head goes to like a really sexy librarian, the one that has her glasses on, but she's got her hair pulled back. When she gets to the house, she lets it down, got like thigh highs on or something like that. That's the type of vibe that you're gonna get off of this perfume, in my twisted warped mind anyway. Okay, when I did the top 5 for men, I wanted to do something that would fit every price range or different price ranges, you know, starting them off a little less expensive, and then if you want to get that nice present. Not saying any of these are not nice presents, just depending on what your budget is. If you're wanting to drop a little extra coin for something that is super, super special, and I know some of you are gonna argue with me about this pick, but this is just going by what I personally like. It is Parfum de Marly, Millia Ora. This fragrance gets outshined by other bangers like Delina Exclusive, which are, they're bangers. They're worth all the praise that they get. We actually did a smell and rate video. It was probably around this time last year. Our guest Desiree had like, I think it was like 5 women's fragrances for me to smell, and then I gave her 5 men's fragrances, and then we did a smell and rate. When I smelled this Millia Ora, I was like, what? And I actually even had Delina Exclusive in that lineup. Now, Delina Exclusive, I think, came in like second for me, but Millia Ora is such a beautiful and bright, fruity, sexy, playful fragrance. I absolutely adore it. I have not smelled this one on like a girlfriend, but I have smelled it worn by females around me and actually did a smell and rate with it. Super, super sexy fragrance. As a matter of fact, next time I have a serious girlfriend, this will be the fragrance that I purchase for them. This is another one where the price ranges will be a little bit all over the place. I don't know how familiar you are with the gray market, but let's just not even go there. Fragrance.net does have this fragrance for about $190 with their discount right now with the 37% off. Millia Ora opens really green and fresh with a real sweet, fruity vibe. And it's not like that coyingly sweet, fruity vibe. There's nothing synthetic smelling about this. It is very well put together. It's definitely gonna be a head turner. If you wanna get your girl, your wife, whatever the case may be, your mistress, something super special, this is gonna be that fragrance. If you've not smelled this fragrance, at least sample it, but it is a little pricey, but definitely worth the coin. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Millia Ora are red berries, cassis, black currant, rose, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, vanilla, and musk. And with musk as part of the base notes in this fragrance, you know it's going to be that sexy fragrance. Now this one as well is a very versatile fragrance. This one probably could be pulled off by most women, whether they're, you know, outgoing, introverted. It is just a very, very mass appealing fragrance in my opinion. All of these are for the most part, but I think this one probably might be the most versatile as far as like what I consider to be versatile on a woman. And definitely top shelf, definitely worth it. I think she would be really, really happy if you picked this up for Christmas. So whether your budget is 30 bucks or 190 bucks, whatever the case may be, there's something to fit everyone's budget. And you know, you're not all buying for your wife, your girlfriend, your mistress. This is, you know, some of these are priced for your sister, your sister-in-law, whoever it may be. I think there's something here for that lady in your life. So we've got less than a week. I would highly suggest you get on your due diligence and get your ladies taken care of. This is somewhat kind of a viewer's choice video because I had so many requests to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. And remember, Be disruptive, wear what you want, when you want, have fun. Make sure that you're subscribed to Carolina Fragrance Reviews, activate that notification bell, smash that like button. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.